Hey everybody, Annette here, and I have a really quick message for you today. I have a client in about 5 minutes, so hopefully I'm not late. But if I am, this is important to share. So I was scrolling through my photos on my phone, and I found a photo from just about a year ago, and I haven't shared it yet, but I'm going to share it in a couple of days, and I almost cried when I saw the photo. And it was because I've had such a huge transformation over the last year that it's really been kind of eye-opening to me because I don't always see it. You start eating better, you start exercising in a way that's your body's responding to more, and what ends up happening is that you look in the mirror and you see the same person. You don't see the person that you've become, and I almost cried when I saw this picture because it was really it really kind of shook me, and I've been a little emotional over it the last couple of days because it's very, I don't want to say painful, it's almost painful for me to share this experience because it was really something in my life that had a profound impact. Long story short, I was at a conference here in New York City, and we had a night that was going to be a social. We were going to go out and get to know each other, and it was called Dress to Express. So you could wear whatever you wanted, and I had this really great top that I wanted to wear, and I felt really comfortable and confident in it, or so I thought. I had a hard time putting it on. I needed someone to help me. It was like a corset top, so it had some ties in the back, and I got to the party, and I had just had a fight with a friend of mine. He kept telling me I wasn't taking good enough care of myself, and I said, no, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. He's like, no, you're not taking good enough care of yourself. You're pushing too hard, you're not sleeping. I said, no, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. And I was fine, and I got my pictures, I made some friends. The next day I got up, and I got to the conference. I was having a good time, I was meeting more people. And I started listening to one of my mentors, and she was talking about this experience that she had about if she was ever going to be able to find someone who was going to be strong enough to be with her. And we're not just talking in the romantic sense, we're talking about in the partnership sense. You have friends, you have family. Is anyone ever going to be strong enough? Because she was strong for herself, and she was independent, and she always wondered, she's like, am I going to be able to find that partner, that person who's going to be able to hold me, support me, and just give me the support that I need. And I started thinking about it, and I got really upset that night, and I ended up leaving the conference and getting on the bus to ride home, and her words just kept echoing in my head over and over and over again. And I started thinking, am I ever going to find someone who's going to be able to be strong enough to support me? And I just cried and cried and cried the rest of the ride home, and it was really hard. It was really, really hard realizing that I had pushed so many people away in my lifetime, that I was going to have to be the support for myself. And I'm like, I can't do it. I'm strong, but I'm not strong enough to be able to do everything myself. So we were challenged to get on the microphone in front of, I think it was about 400 or 500 people. And, what were your biggest ahas from the night before? And I got on the microphone, I was shaking, completely shaking. And I said, what you said last night really resonated with me, and I started thinking, is anyone ever going to be strong enough to support me? And do I love myself enough to be able to let down my guard, to be able to let people support me? And I realized I hadn't, and I hadn't done it for a really long time. And it was at that moment that I started realizing I have to love myself. My friend was right for, bugging me, you're not taking good enough care of yourself, you're pushing too hard. He was right, but I couldn't admit that he was right. And I looked at that picture back of myself, and I wondered, how long was it that I didn't truly love myself? And I know some of you go through that same thing sometimes, and I would love to tell you it gets easier and you'll learn and you'll do it, but sometimes we don't. So my wake-up call was seeing that picture again and realize that I have grown to love myself more and more, and being able to let people support me, because that has really been the biggest transformation for me, was letting myself receive support and receive help and just receive love from other people, because if you don't love yourself, other people are just not going to be able to do it. So That is my message for today. My biggest question for you is, do you love yourself truly, honestly, 100%? If you don't, get someone to talk to you and see if it is even on your radar, if you are pushing too hard, if you are feeling comfortable, confident, strong enough to be able to reach out for help, and start taking little things. Go for a walk by yourself, listen to the sound of nature. Anything that's going to help you just kind of get out of your head, get into your body, and see, is there love for you within yourself? Because you can't give love to other people. You can't receive love from other people until you love yourself. So have a great day, and I'll see you the next time.